Well, to do that, I need to go back to the deal we made with Nestlé in the beginning of this year, where we were paid an upfront advance payment for, you could say, all revenue during the lifetime of our patents. And that meant that we got this huge payment for us, which also means that payments from them will be reduced in the future. So this year we see a reduction of about 50%. Now, also included in the deal was that we were going to start with other projects, and we have done that, or we're doing that. The first one was the Gerber deal that we did in the US. And so we'll come back, and income from them will come back. But that means that the component products, the sales of component products are going down. Whilst if you look, the consumer products are increasing, and in spite of that, we are changing distributors in a number of countries. So we think we're doing pretty well on the consumer goods, and the component products we have already been paid quite a lot, but that will come back later. We started this already a year ago, and we are probably in the middle of changing in 12 markets. We already have changed in Spain, Portugal, in Sweden. We did it, as I mentioned already, in the US. And it's a particular work because you need to support the outgoing distributor, and you need also to get the new one to start to work. So, but we know now we have a pretty good model of how that works, and as I said, you know, we are probably in the middle of it. We see some effects of this year, and we'll probably see some effects in the beginning of next year. But you shouldn't exaggerate that either, because we have, you know, the sales are keeping pretty steady in these markets, and we have other markets that are developing really well. About 70% of our income is in euros, and of course, with the weakness of the euro and the strength of the Swedish krona, we have seen some pretty large effects. You could say this third quarter, the effect on the sales were about 6%. So if you looked at the growth of the consumer products, it was 8% according to our books, but in reality you had to add another 6%, 14% to take away the currency effect. What we're doing is that we are reducing the number of contracts we have in euros, trying to convert them into dollars or other currencies. And we've gone from about 80% to 70% now, so that is an improvement, and we're also hedging about 2 years in advance. You know, falling amounts from about probably 70% in the near future to about 30% in 2 years. We had some very good results in a number of studies here, and to mention first is the colic study, which is, you know, we got the third confirming study that our product is safe, of course, but it also has a good effect on colic, on babies with colic. And as it is the third study, I think doctors are already convinced, but it's very good to have that, because we are now, you could say, pretty unique in this field, in this niche, and it's not questioned by any doctors. In addition, the study was done by a very prominent researcher in Poland, and she's really well known, and the results are really accepted. And then if you look at the studies on premature babies, I think these are more important for out of safety aspect, because it's a very, very sensitive population, you know, these small babies weighing less than 1,000 grams. And our products were shown to be 100% safe, and also we managed actually to save some lives and reduce infection. So they are important, although this market is not enormous. It's an image market, and I think it's important to show results there as well. For the future, we're probably going to optimize the product for this particular population. There are several reasons for that. One is our relationship with Nestlé, which is developing very well. We're working on a number of projects with them, so I think that will come to materialization, this year, next year, and in the future. So I think that's a really good point. Secondly, we are now putting much more focus on the oral health side, and we are testing different business models in different markets, and I think it's a good future also for this product there. Thirdly, I think the American market, we have done a lot there. We're working now with Gerber for next year, and also with our partners Fleet Pharmaceutical, that they have launched this year our tablets there, and they've been successful actually, and I think we have seen a good expansion of our sales in the US, and there is more to do there. And of course we need also some support from new staff, and we have employed a new marketing director, a new sales director, a new director of regulatory and quality, and that helps, of course, that when you're expanding to new markets and doing a lot more.